Hey guys, TronLandsguy back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about new cards I think could see play in Historic. The first cards I'm going to look at are cards for ninjas. First card, Splinter Hamatayoshi. He's a 2-mana 1/3 with Sneak, 1 black, with Menace, and he's a Ninja Lord. He reminds me of Silver Fur Master. With Splinter, ninjas can close out the game even faster. The next card for ninjas is Dark Leo and Shredder. He's an Orzhov 2-drop. You sneak it in for 1 black and 1 white. Attacking ninjas you control have Death Touch. And whenever it deals combat damage, you create a 1/1 black ninja creature token. Then, if you control 5 or more ninjas, that player loses half their life rounded up. This could push ninjas to splash for white just for this card. They could pair this with Eureka. If the triggers are stacked correctly, you could half their life total, then hit them with the Eureka triggers and end the game right then and there. Let's get into the next archetype I feel like got some good additions from this set. Scales. The Hardened Scales deck feels like it got some great additions from this set. First card is called the Ooze. This is a 2-mana legendary artifact that whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it leaves the battlefield, you create a mutagen token for each +1/+1 counter on it. And it also has tap to exile a target card from a graveyard and create a mutagen token. Pairs insanely well with Arcbound Ravager. It's in the special guest slot. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact to Arcbound Ravager, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. And with Ozolith and Zabaz and smaller other modular creatures, modular is the best keyword for the Ooze because they enter with the +1/+1 counters and they also move their +1/+1 counters to your other creature to pair it up with Arcbound Ravager and the Ooze. You can pair this up with Inkmoth Nexus to get the 1-turn kill. The next archetype I want to talk about is Affinity. They got so many great cards, and the first one I'm going to talk about is Sewer Surveillance Cam. It's a 1 blue mana flash. Whenever this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, you may tap or untap target creature. Then you could sacrifice it for 3 and 1 blue mana to draw 2 cards. This isn't just a good card for Affinity, it's also a good card for tempo. This card is insane paired with Emery, Lurker of the Lock. You can tap it to untap the Emery and then get another spell from the graveyard at instant speed. And also you can tap down your opponent's creatures at instant speed from the graveyard with Emery. So for just 5 mana, you can tap down 2 creatures or untap 2 creatures and draw 2 cards. Tap down mana dorks in their upkeep. Tap down lethal attackers, tap down big pumped creatures, tap down hammer time, prowess, just you tap down anything that they're going to load up on, and it can be sacrificed for 2 cards. It's probably not better than Drix's Interlacer, but I feel like this card can easily be used in any blue deck, mostly tempo, mainly Affinity. The next Affinity card that I got for you guys is Ravenous Robots, a 2-mana 2/1 that whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless robot. It is basically a Pinnacle Emissary that is slightly better. This should be paired with Pinnacle Emissary. Together, they will be an unstoppable force, and that's not even the best card. Paired up with Simulacrum Synthesizer, you will be able to haste every single construct you make in that turn for 1 red mana. Pairing all 3 of these together, you will have an army of beefy constructs, little 1/1 guys, and 1/1 drones, all with haste for 1 red mana. All for doing something that Affinity always does, is cast and play a bunch of artifacts. And with all their insane card draw they have for Affinity, this little triage, this Affinity Tron, is easily doable. Easily doable for any Affinity deck. This next card might be a little janky, but I feel like it could be usable in Blink. The card is Prehistoric Pet. A 1 white creature dinosaur ninja that's a 1/2 that this creature cannot be blocked by creatures with greater power and has an activated ability of 1 and a white, return any target creature you control to its owner's hand, activate only during your turn. The best one, legal and historic, is Skyclave Apparition. How you do it is you play Skyclave Apparition and you bounce it back to your hand before it exiles something. So you get the leaves trigger before the enters trigger. You get to exile something for 5 mana permanently without the downside of Skyclave Apparition giving them a token. We could have used Solitude, but we don't have Solitude legal, so we can't just keep rebuying and evoking Solitude to remove stuff. But Skyclave Apparition is probably the best card we could pair with this. Next card I want to check out is for Mill. Have you ever accidentally swung at an opponent with your Ruin Crab? Have no fear. We have the perfect card for you. It's called Kitsun's Technique. It's a 6 mana instant that has Sneak for 1 in the blue. Target opponent mills half their library rounded up. People will fear the Ruin Crab attacks with this card now. They will see your 2 mana open and you accidentally attack. If they don't block, that's half their library. And if not, it's a 6 mana instant that mills half their library. The next card is Moonshadow, but better. It's the Super Shredder. It's a little redundancy for Moonshadow, but even better. It's not just your permanents have to go to the graveyard. It's any permanent. So your opponent's creatures that you remove, your opponent's lands that they sacrifice to search their library, their artifacts you remove, any permanent you remove, he gets a counter. And I feel like he'll be played in Timeless just because strip mining your opponent's land gives you 2 counters for this creature, which is absurd. Strip mine didn't need to have any more upside of playing it. Now you strip mine their land, and this creature gets 2 counters, and it has menace. It's way better than Moonshadow, but Moonshadow is its little brother. Pair this with any sacrifice deck, anything that just removes your permanents or a permanent from the battlefield. This card is insane. Your treasures, your clues, your maps, everything that stays on the battlefield that's not a spell and it gets removed will increase this guy's counter. This could be a backup win con for Priest to Gix combo. The next card we're going to look at is probably the spiciest on this list. Don't worry, it's not spicy oatmeal pizza. It is cool but rude. It's a 2 mana red enchantment that whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. The real part is the middle part. Whenever you discard a card, this class deals 2 damage to each opponent. Pair this up with Artist Talent, and every spell you cast is a draw and discard, 2 damage to each opponent. Pair that with Monument to Endurance. Every card you discard will deal 5 damage to your opponent, and that's not even your best discard payoffs. You have Hollow One, Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting doing at a base 4 damage with this leveled up is insane. Add on to Monument to Endurance, deals 3, and then if you have a maxed level Artist Talent with all the right conditions met, your Faithless Looting can deal 4, 4, and then 5 just for you discarding 2 cards. And then your Artist Talent will trigger, and that will do 4 more. It's insane what this card has the possibility to do. If you're new here, please consider liking and subscribing to help the channel grow. If you watched this whole video, please subscribe. I spent so long working on this video, thinking of this and scripting it, blundering. You should see how many times I've had to redo the voice takes. This part isn't going to be scripted. I want this part to be me. I'm so glad for everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you We're so close to 120. Just 3 people subscribe. Make this video blow up. I put so much time and effort into this video. Thank you. See you in the next video.